stop, stop, stop.
I've completely done that incorrectly, I'm so sorry. Oh, I failed. 100%, I know I failed.
Hey guys, welcome to another video and another mock driving test. Like always, before we get started, any of you who are still learning to drive and want to save time and money on driving lessons and want to have the correct knowledge on every single topic, then check out this short video on the ultimate driving course.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay, so today we have Carla, and guys, Carla's turned up from Coventry today, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, guys, the learners that turned up for these mock tests, they haven't had any lessons with me. They're just here for me to assess their driving, to see if they're ready for their driving test yet, or not, basically. Yeah. Okay. So, if any of you are interested in taking part in one of these mock tests, obviously we don't charge you for these mock tests because you guys allow us to upload these onto YouTube. Just drop us a message on Instagram at DGN Driving, and we just randomly select people that want to take part in these mock tests. So, Carla, could you tell us a little bit about your driving, please?
Yeah, so started when I was 16. In America, you kind of get driving lessons from you're 16. Just never did my license, never did the test, but I learned. Moved to England, never really wanted my license until I had to have it. So I started back in May, and I've been taking lessons ever since.
Okay, so guys, Carla's originally from America. So, you know, when you were 16 there, did you take any driving lessons there?
Yeah, they do it at school. Like, they'll teach you your theory, you go take your theory, and then you come back, and my PE teacher was actually my driving instructor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So your normal teachers can be driving instructors there? Yeah,
I think he was qualified to be. So like the whole driver's ed course did with him.
Okay. But you didn't really drive around after getting your license there?
I never got my license.
Oh, so you just took some lessons?
I took some lessons. Don't get me wrong, like I had my provisional. So back when I was 16, yeah, I still drove, but then I moved to my hometown. Okay. And like I said, I don't need to drive in Philly. You can just take the subway, train, whatever it may be. It's more just costly to have a car.
Cool. So how are you finding the driving here?
It's interesting, that's for sure. My first driving lesson, I was freaked out by how narrow the roads were, and even though two cars could come down the road, but gotten better, I'd like to think.
Cool. So, is there any parts of your driving where you feel you need more practice, or?
I think my biggest thing is sometimes observation and awareness, just looking ahead and planning correctly.
Okay, cool. We'll find out any weaknesses today, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've watched the videos before, you know how it works. We won't talk about the faults until the end, yeah? And for those of you watching the faults, I will talk about them just before they happen. Any serious driving faults will be in red text, any normal driving faults in amber text, and any good points in green text. Okay, Carla, so any questions before we start?
No, just got to do it now.
Have you been through the show me, tell me questions with your instructor yet?
I've reviewed them, just...
Okay, so you're okay to go through them?
Yeah.
Okay, so could you explain to me how you would check your power assisted steering is working?
Yeah, so you just turn on the car, and when you move it, it should move, and if it feels heavy, then it's the power steering fluid isn't up to par and you need to check it.
That's fine. Whenever you're ready, if you could move off for me, please.
Alright.
So if I don't say anything, just continue straight ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't be following the sat nav. I'll ask you to follow some direction signs for a bit. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Just wait.
And just so everyone knows, obviously Carla hasn't driven this car before. It's the first time. She carries out good observations before moving off and notices the cyclists. Notice how she doesn't set the gas whilst moving off and just uses the clutch pedal. This isn't a good habit to get into, as it will slow down moving off and also cause problems later on. Turn right, please. When moving off, she brings the clutch pedal up too quickly and stalls.
Sorry.
There is a lorry parked up ahead. Carla makes a good decision to overtake, and she checks the correct mirrors before and after overtaking the lorry. When moving off in this kind of situation, it's important to check both side mirrors to look out for any cyclists. She doesn't check the mirrors. Here she overtakes the cyclist well, leaving enough space and carrying out good observations. As these two lanes merge into one, she should check the left mirror just in case anyone is overtaking. She checks the mirror well. Before braking and slowing down, you should check the center mirror. She doesn't check the mirror before slowing down. Turn right, please. This right turn she does well. She selects the correct gear and steers at the correct time to avoid cutting the corner. And if you could park up on the left, please. Now there is enough space to stop safely before this silver car, but she doesn't stop in time and continues. Remember, if you feel it's not safe to park up, it's okay to continue, but she leaves the left signal on as we pass a road on our left and slows down quite a bit. Luckily there was no one close behind. She does ask if she can continue, but because it's a mock test and not a driving lesson, I leave it up to her and tell her it's her decision.
This is way too before Junction. Can I wait until I pass the roundabout before I park?
It's up to you. Turn right at the roundabout. And now if you could follow signs to Warsaw for me, please. She deals with this first roundabout well, but makes a serious driving fault at the second roundabout. Again, she doesn't check the mirrors before moving off.
Carla misses the sign, so I tell her that we are turning left. I think she's slightly put off by this. She turns left without signalling and doesn't carry out any observations before entering the roundabout. She should have looked to the right before entering the roundabout, not after.
It's left here.
Here? Oh, I see what you mean. I've completely done that incorrectly. I'm so sorry.
At this roundabout, she shows good lane discipline.
Okay, no more sign following for now. At this roundabout, turn right, third exit.
I've asked her to turn right at the roundabout, but she isn't able to change lanes in time. In this situation, the safest thing to do is to go the wrong way, and that's exactly what Carla does.
It's not letting me. That's right.
This roundabout, I'd like you to take the second exit to the left.
So I've just asked Carla to take the second exit, which is to the left. She should use the left-hand lane, but selects the centre lane, which is for straight ahead. Now if she goes straight ahead, which is the third exit at this roundabout, then that wouldn't be a fault at all. But she takes the second exit to the left, which is a serious fault because she was in the wrong lane on approach. Like many others, Carla thought that the left arrow means first exit only. This isn't always the case, and we do talk about this during the feedback at the end of the test. Now here, I'm going to ask Carla to carry out the reverse parallel parking maneuver.
If you could park up on the left, please. Thank you. And if you could carry out the reverse parallel parking maneuver using the vehicle ahead, so pull up next to the vehicle, and then park behind it, leaving one car length from the back of that car in the front of our car.
Okay. Do I worry about the driveway?
No, don't worry about the driveway, it's fine.
As you can see, this is quite a busy road. It's important that as soon as she moves off and pulls up next to the vehicle, she selects the reverse gear as soon as she stops. The reverse lights will notify the drivers behind of our intentions. Now the vehicles behind, we're stopping and waiting. Carla had enough space to continue but decides to wait. I tell her that she can continue.
It's the button and then...
Yeah.
Am I not in too much of people's way?
No, you're okay at the moment. can start.
Hmm?
You can start. You know, if they stop behind you, you can start.
Oh, can I?
Yeah. Yeah, carry on, please.
A few minutes later.
Now she doesn't notice a lorry behind attempting to overtake. I had to intervene.
Stop. Stop. Carry on now. Stop. Move off when you're ready, please.
I've asked Carla to follow signs to Dudley. Again, at this roundabout, there are 2 exits to the left. Dudley is the second one. Carla thinks she's in the wrong lane, but isn't.
So Dudley's that exit down there, yeah? Where that lorry's gone.
Okay. I'm already in the lane to turn.
Sorry?
This is only going to the left.
Okay, this lane does go there as well.
Does it? Okay.
Right, I'll talk about that at the end, yeah?
Here we can use both lanes for this right turn. Carla selects the left one, which means she will be in the normal driving lane after the turning. She shows good lane discipline and stays in her lane well.
And if you could turn left, please.
Before we enter this new road, it's important to give priority to any vehicles from the right. She does good observations. She does this right turn well, but makes a serious driving fault just after it. As soon as she saw the oncoming vehicle, Carla should have stopped and allowed that vehicle to enter the space to her right. She doesn't stop in time.
I'm just gonna reverse out if that's alright.
Okay.
She does the emergency stop quite well.
Stop. Thank you. Move off when you're ready.
When moving off, she carries out good observations, but doesn't fully release her handbrake before moving off.
At the end of the road, turn right.
This is a steep uphill junction. She shows good control and deals with it really well.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left.
When parking up, she stops opposite a junction and too close to the bus stop. Now we're going to end the test here. Let's find out what Carla thought about her driving.
Okay, and if you could switch off the engine, we're going to end the test here now.
Okay.
Okay, Carla, how do you think you got on?
Oh, I failed. 100%. I know I failed. That's fine.
What on?
The atrocious fact that there was a slip road into the left going into Walsall. I missed it, and instead of doing the smart thing and going around the roundabout into the second exit, I decided, you know what, let's go that way.
Yeah, just the manner you did it, it's like, it was a quick last second decision, wasn't it? You're drifting that way, then quickly went to the left, no signal, nothing. Like you said, it's fine to go, like you've seen some of the other videos, always say it's absolutely fine to go the wrong way. Don't make any last minute decisions like that. Yeah, it's fine to go the wrong way. Okay?
So that was the first big one, if not kind of like before. Just the entire driving. I know I kept missing signs to Walsall, or there was that one where I thought I was only allowed to turn left and you said no, keep going straight.
Let's talk about that. Before that, so that wasn't a fault there because you cancel your signal, and because you you would have turned left there and gone the wrong way, that wouldn't have been a fault anyway, because you were in the correct lane and you had the signal. But what you're thinking, and a lot of people think this, is when you turn left, that lane was marked for left only, but if you look at the sign, they were like, on the roundabout that we did before that, that's where you made a serious fault for using the wrong lane. So, when you approached,
Yes, I know what you mean, because I was on the very left and then I went into the second one instead of keeping to the left.
Okay, so, because what you said to me was, so this marking here? So, okay, so you had a left arrow, straight ahead. Could be a right or straight ahead in that lane, doesn't matter, okay, because we're focusing mainly on the left lane there. So when you see the left arrow, what you're thinking in your head is first exit only. Yeah. That's not the case.
No.
Okay, so it depends on the sign. There could be more than one exit to the left. So the roundabouts that we did, the first one, so you had a sign like that, straight ahead, then you had one exit to the left here, one exit to the left there. So you've got two exits here now.
Okay.
Which way are both of those exits?
The left.
So which lane are you going to use on approach?
The left one.
That's it. So I asked you to take the second exit to the left.
Yeah.
Instead of using the left lane, which lane did you use?
The central one to go straight ahead.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where you're lacking a bit of knowledge. Even on the second one, the sign was like this. It was, so you had Dudley there, then you had another little exit just before. Okay. So just remember, obviously, if it's straight ahead, then you can't use that lane.
Yeah.
But if it's anything before the 12 o'clock mark, it's classed as a left turn. So you can use the left. So it's not left lane just for the first exit. Yeah?
I was always under the impression, just arrow left means first exit, but fair.
Yeah, most of the times it can be.
Yeah.
But look at the sign, and if there's more than one exit to the left, then obviously for the second exit, you should be using the left lane as well.
Okay.
That's something you learned today, yeah?
Yeah, no, fair.
Good, yeah. So, that, then our manoeuvre. So, yes, it was a busy road, okay? So, we're not just looking at the accuracy of the manoeuvre, So, after you pass your driving test, You might be doing this move in a busy place. Yeah. So the first thing is, when you were getting your position,
Yeah.
it was good when you moved off. There was no one coming up behind. Get your position quickly get reverse gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people behind people behind you know what you're about to do. Yeah.
Okay.
But you did it also really slow.
Yeah.
And then a couple of times there were vehicles actually waiting for us to continue.
Yeah.
Because you got reverse gear, they knew we were trying to reverse, but you were just waiting for too long. If there's someone stopped for you, then carry on. Then you started. The lorry driver got impatient and he was about to overtake, or then he realised that we're about to swing out as well. But you didn't see him attempting to overtake or moving off to a right. So I had to stop you there.
Yeah.
So I doing a serious fault for the observations there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then with that car when you said, "Oh, I'm going to reverse," but then that car reversed. Yeah, as soon as you took your turn really well. As soon as you noticed the car, if you had stopped, that car would have easily got through. But you didn't. Instead of stopping, you just continued. You didn't put the clutch fully down. You just continued going forward. You moved about just under one car length forward, and then that car couldn't get through.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could have reacted a lot quicker to that.
Yeah.
There's no one behind us. You could have easily just, as soon as you saw the car, boom, should have stopped. Okay. So that was one for meeting. Apart from that, side mirrors, you do check them sometimes, but you do miss them out a lot of the times, when you're moving off in traffic. Yeah. And your centre mirror, make sure you check that every time you slow down. You're missing that out quite a lot. Okay. So, yeah, nothing that can't be sorted out.
Okay.
Yeah. Just remember, if you're in the wrong lane, it's fine to go the wrong way. Don't panic. Yeah, going the wrong way is not a fault. Okay, you've easily got the ability to pass your driving test, which you told me is coming up soon. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, just work on these. Obviously, those roundabouts, you've learned that the left lane can be used for the second exit if the second exit is to the left as well. Yeah. Okay, so Carla, thank you very much for coming down to do the mock test. And guys, like always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.